Hey, hey, how's everyone doing? It's Bella, the founder of the Embody Wellness Institute, bringing you videos on how healthy living could be extremely pleasurable and how pleasure can be our guiding principle to health, abundance, and living your life fully. Today's video is the third video on the topic of how some unrelated activities and things could be directly connected to the energy of health, of healing. And today's video is on flirting. Yes, flirting can be really important for our health, and I'm going to explain how. It will take a personal story of someone that came from Armenia to the United States at the age of 15. And I clearly remember this intense fear that I had associated to, looking men in the eye. I had this, it was the worst thing that you can do in my culture. It was because as women, we had to be very modest and, cast our gaze down, never be the ones to take the first step, right? And once I learned that there was no danger in looking at people and smiling and being myself, all kinds of beautiful things started happening to me. I became much more connected to who I am. I felt much more energized. Eventually, though, when I went to college, I started hearing like, Bella, you're being too flirtatious. Bella, you're leading this guy on. Bella, you're being this and that. And after a while, I started toning it down. And it turned out that that energy was directly related to my life energy, my vital energy, my life force. And health issues started happening that I didn't realize had to do with this beautiful energy that we possess, that's at the core of who we are. So in Taoism, for instance, the sexual energy is one and the same as your vital energy. So in a way, when you start thinking there's something wrong with the way that I am, because if I am being myself and I attract unwanted attention, or if I'm leading people on and there's something wrong with this, and flirtation is just another way of saying I'm being myself and I'm being open. When that starts happening, you're actually cutting off parts of yourself, right? Just like a flower, if you look at a beautiful rose, for instance, its role is to grow, be beautiful, and receive those bees for the process of cross-pollination, so that the whole process of creating life can happen. Without that receptivity and beauty, life would not be possible. And in a way, we possess that same blueprint for attracting. The feminine energy is about attracting. It's about receiving. We can't deny that. And when we start denying that, we are actually denying ourselves the very power that's within us. Now, there's different ways that you can use it. There are manipulative and negative ways in which you can use it, or you can simply just be yourself and be open to receiving from what you are. And because of this disequilibrium, the way that the interaction between masculine and feminine has happened has become very unhealthy. So, we have to close ourselves off to receiving this attention because it's very unwanted and whatnot. And then men have to become more and more aggressive to get our attention. If we were allowed to be ourselves naturally, this would create a perfect equilibrium when we would only attract the frequencies that we really are emanating. It would be a perfect process of finding the right people for ourselves, finding our true love, or finding whatever, right? It would not be this, this disequilibrium when we have to always be careful about how we dress, what we say, how we, who we smile at, and that energy again has everything to do with your health, because when you own that energy of, you know, who I am and the worthiness of receiving, of being a woman and owning it, and not being afraid of this unwanted attention, then you're open to receiving from everywhere, from the healing source of life, from nature, receiving abundance, receiving money, receiving, manifesting your dreams. It's like, it's the same phenomenon, right? When you are, when you dream up something and you're so full in that state of believing that you deserve it, and you open yourself up to saying, this is my dream and I need all of you to give me that energy so I can fulfill it, then the right people will come, the right amount of money will appear in your bank account, and you will fulfill your dream. So this flirtatious nature that we possess as women is extremely powerful if we just allow it to flow in its natural, take its natural course. If we allow it to be what it is without taking it to the extreme and without also toning it down. It is what it is, right? It doesn't have to be exaggerated, but it doesn't have to be also controlled. And to finish this video, I would like to invite you to a program that we're starting with 3 of us, feminine energy activators, the Wild Feminine Rising, a 6-week journey that will start on September 26th for really reconnecting to that part of ourselves that often has been neglected, have been put on the side as something unnecessary, or in our society that focuses so much on the masculine energy, where it has been misunderstood. So join us on the 26th. Look forward to seeing you with us.